Hello again YouTube, welcome back. This is the last of my Atari 800 versus TI99 games. So yeah, this is Turmoil. This was originally a Atari 2600 game, I think, which didn't look much different, to be honest, to these. But yeah, really cool game. I never played it back on the Atari 2600, and I only discovered this in recent years as well, since picking up the Atari 400, I think I picked this one up. But yeah, really good little game. The TI99 one is actually a homebrew, but I'm including it in the comparison just for fun, because just because I've got it. It's the only actual homebrew game I've got on the TI99 as a cartridge, at least. So anyway, I've got the Atari on at the moment. So let's kick it off and see how they do. Oh, not sure what's going on there. Oh, that was a bit weird. Don't usually get a little glitch like that. That certainly wasn't meant to be there, that little explosion on the end. Yeah, so those little flashing circles there, you've got to pick them up pretty quick, otherwise they start bouncing around like mad. These you can't shoot, the little ones with the sort of split through the middle, and the little arrows that go by. If you don't destroy those, they come back as an enemy which you can only shoot in the back. So I'll let this one go past on the bottom, you'll see what I mean. See those, you can only shoot them once they've gone past. So fairly basic little game, but really good fun, really addictive. So if you haven't played this before, and you've got a Atari 2600 or 400, 800, definitely recommend giving it a go, because it's a great little game. I'll probably do just maybe 3 levels on each. It doesn't really alter too much from there, alas. That's what I was on about if you don't pick that thing up. It's okay if there's just one of them, but if you've got a few of them bouncing around, it gets pretty manic. Yeah, I'll probably just show a couple of levels of each of this one, because there's not too much to see really. It gets more hectic, but oh, he obviously started moving just as I got to him. And you get things like the walls start disappearing and various little changes like that, but you know, not too much really. That's going to be kind of fine. So there we go, up to level 3. So I think that will do really. Like I said, for looking at the game, it's just a very addictive game to play, but it doesn't change too much. So let's put the TI99 on. And we'll compare these. With the style of the game, there's obviously not going to be much difference between them. But I think this is a really cool version for the TI99. It's just so nice to think you can get stuff like this as a sort of modern development on this system, which you'd think would be long since finished its support. So there we go. Look, so how about that? That looks nice and bright, doesn't it? As usual with these comparisons, TI99 is a lot more vivid on the colours and a bit more kind of slightly more blocky on the graphics. So that's just down to personal preference really. But the gameplay is pretty identical. All the stuff's there. All the different enemy types are in here. Again, those little arrows, if you let them get to the edge of the screen, I'll show you that one up there. Look, he'll come back as that little tank, which has to be shot in the back. More vivid colours, but the transition of colours of the walls, I don't know if you noticed that, it doesn't do that sort of blending of colours. It's just it just changes between the colours. I guess probably you couldn't quite achieve that on the TI99. I don't know the differences of all the technicalities of them. But yeah, really thrilled to have this, to be honest. there we go. I think that's about a level. Did we get level 2 or level 3? I can't remember. But yeah, same type of thing, same sort of advancements of levels on here. So yeah, it's not one you're going to see much difference between. It's not a game you can show too much, but yeah, deceivingly addictive. This game is how I describe it. Once you start playing it, you just you really get you really get sort of hooked into it. So anyway, I think I'll finish that comparison. This is only going to be a short one, like I said, just for fun. Oh, there you go. That's little dots on this. If you don't pick them up. So anyway, let's finish the gameplay there, and we'll tally up our scores overall. So for this game, Turmoil, we start with the Atari 800. That one, I'm going to give it graphics of 10 out of 10. I think it's going to be a clean sweep actually for the Atari 800 version. Gameplay, I'll just stop that in a minute. Otherwise that's going to get on your nerves. Yeah, gameplay I'm going to give a 10. Plays pretty much perfect. Really good fun to play. And sounds, I'm going to give that a 10 as well. So, TI99. Graphics, I'm giving those a 10 as well. I do personally prefer the graphics on the TI99 version, but again, I'm probably biased, but as mentioned before, I really love the vivid colours. So yeah, they're both perfect, but my personal preference is TI99. Gameplay, that also gets a 10 because it plays exactly the same as the 800. Really, really good gameplay. Sounds, I'd probably give that a 9. Really good sounds as well, but if you hear between the two, the Atari 800's got a little bit more excitement to the sounds. So yeah, overall, I'm giving the TI99 a 29 out of 30, and the Atari gets a clean sweep of 30. So what does that bring us up to in total then? So between the 5 games, we've done Defender, Frogger, Pole Position, Cuba, and now Turmoil. And the total for the Atari 800 version is 142. Total for the TI99, 136. So yeah, not much between them, only 6 points. And I think it's a rightful winner. Although, as I've mentioned before, I am biased. I'd like to just put the TI99 best for everything. But, you know, I've tried to be fair as I can. And I think the Atari would be the rightful winner overall. Yeah, great ports of games. But yeah, the Atari, yeah, it must have been a great system to own back in the day. I didn't know anybody that owned one of those in my childhood. So I think they were more popular in America. But yeah, same goes for the TI99 actually. I was the only one that I knew that owned one of those as well. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that comparison video and all the differences between them. If you've got any comments, as always, pop them down below. I've really enjoyed everyone's thoughts of all these different games. Some people agree with me, some people don't. But it's been good fun. It was only a little fun thing to do. Like I said, nothing professional. Just that I had those 5 games that were the same on both systems. So yeah, I thought, why not? Anyway, that is it for now. Who knows? I may do some different comparisons at some point with some other systems. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll catch you another time. And that is all.